Ever wonder why some people's brains seem to work faster than yours? You're working twice as hard, yet getting half the results. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. It has nothing to do with talent, IQ, or genetics. NASA scientists just spent millions proving what top neuroscientists have quietly known for years. There's a hidden switch in your brain that's supposed to be on, but for most adults, it's been shut off since childhood. They call it your brain's genius mode. When it's active, you think faster, see solutions clearly, and opportunities just seem to show up. When it's off, you're grinding with the parking brake on. Here's the crazy part. You were born with it switched on. In fact, NASA studied 1,600 children to measure creative genius. 98% of 5-year-olds scored at genius level. Same kids at age 10? Only 30% still scored as geniuses. By age 15, just 12%. What happened to them? The same thing that probably happened to you. School, stress, and constant screen time trained your brain to shut down genius mode and run on survival mode instead. And you've been stuck there ever since. Maybe you know this feeling. You sit down to work and your mind goes blank. You overthink every decision until you're paralyzed. Your income feels stuck at a ceiling no matter how hard you push. You watch others get promoted, launch businesses, or just seem naturally gifted while you're working twice as hard. Here's the truth nobody told you. You're not broken. You're not less intelligent. Your brain is just running on the wrong setting. Einstein knew this secret. When scientists finally studied his brain, they found it wasn't bigger than yours. It was just wired differently. He had an unusually thick connection between the left and right sides of his brain, the part that allows both hemispheres to talk to each other. That connection is activated and strengthened by a special brainwave state, which I'll reveal in just a second. The same brainwave state that geniuses, artists, and innovators naturally tap into when they have breakthrough ideas. Einstein had it firing constantly. Most adults, it's been shut off since childhood, but you have the exact same wiring sitting dormant inside your head right now. What I'm about to share helped thousands of people switch their genius mode back on in just 3 minutes a day. This isn't a pill, meditation app, or expensive brain training program. It's a specific sound-based protocol that activates the same brain state Einstein accessed. The same thing NASA measured in genius children, and the same thing neuroscientists use in $6,000 lab programs. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what's been blocking your natural genius brain power and how to flip the switch in less time than it takes to make coffee. I'm Kai Riverstone. I'm not a brain doctor. I'm just a normal guy who felt stuck. For years, my brain felt slow. I wanted to think fast and have great ideas. Instead, my mind felt foggy. I knew I could do more, but something was blocking me. My business was growing, but very slowly. Every win took weeks of hard work. Other people were doing better with less effort. I didn't understand why, so I tried to fix it. I read every book I could find. I took classes on focus and success. I woke up early and worked harder. I tried sitting still and meditating for 45 minutes. I even tried focus sounds from YouTube that were supposed to help. Some things helped a little bit, but nothing really worked. Meditation took too long and was boring. The sounds felt nice, but didn't change anything. By lunchtime, my brain was foggy again. Then one night, everything changed. I was reading about Einstein's brain. Scientists looked at his brain after he died. I thought his brain would be huge, but it wasn't. His brain was actually smaller than normal. So why was he so smart? It was how his brain was connected. He had a thick bridge between the left and right sides of his brain. That bridge lets both sides work together at the same time. Most people have a weak bridge. Einstein's was super strong. But why? Could I strengthen the same part of my brain? This made me curious. I started reading about how the brain really works. Let me show you what's really going on. Inside your brain, you have different settings, like channels on a TV. Scientists call these brainwave states. The one that matters most is a brainwave state called theta. When you were a kid, your brain spent a lot of time in theta. This is the state where learning feels easy, where ideas just pop into your head, where you figure out problems without stress. Remember that NASA study? 98% of 5-year-olds tested as geniuses. It's because they were all in theta state most of the day. But something happened as they grew up. School told them to sit still and memorize things. That pushed their brain into beta, the work hard and stress state. Then came jobs, bills, phones, and screens. All of that keeps your brain stuck in beta. And beta is fine for survival, but it's terrible for creativity, focus, and breakthrough ideas. Here's the problem. Most adults are running on beta all day, every day. Your theta state got turned off years ago, and you've been trying to succeed with one hand tied behind your back. That's why your brain feels slow. That's why great ideas don't come as easily. That's why other people seem to have some secret advantage. They don't. They just have their theta state still turned on. Now here's why nothing else has worked for you. Productivity hacks can never fix your brain state. They just give you more things to do while you're stuck in beta. It's like trying to run faster with a 50-pound backpack on. Willpower and working harder? Same problem. You're pushing yourself while staying stuck in the wrong brain state. Long meditation can work, but it takes 30 to 60 minutes. And most people quit after a week because it's boring and hard to stick with. Pills and supplements give you a temporary boost, but they don't change how your brain is wired. Once they wear off, you're back to square one. Brain training apps and games? They exercise your beta state. That's not the problem. The problem is your theta state is off. Here's the truth nobody told you. You can't think your way into theta. You can't force it with willpower. You have to guide your brain there using the right frequency. That's what neurofeedback clinics do. They use sound and technology to shift people from beta into theta. It works, but it costs $200 to $500 per session, and you need 10 to 20 sessions to see real change. That's $3,000 to $10,000. Most people can't afford that, so they stay stuck. Their theta state stays off. Their Einstein brain bridge stays weak and small, and their brain keeps running on the wrong setting. But what if there was a way to guide your brain back into theta without the expensive equipment? What if you could do it at home in just 3 minutes? That's exactly what I'm about to show you. Now here's what I found. There are 4 proven ways to turn your theta state back on. Number 1, deep meditation. If you meditate twice a day for 30 minutes each time, you'll start to activate theta. But let's be honest, most people can't do this. It takes a whole hour out of your day. It's hard to sit still that long, and it's boring. Even people who try usually quit within a week. Number 2, wake up at 4 a.m. A lot of billionaires do this. Your brain is naturally closer to theta in the early morning. But this one is brutal. You have to go to bed super early. You're tired all day. And if you have kids or a normal job, it's almost impossible. I don't even do this myself. Number 3, use a biofeedback machine. These machines are what doctors and clinics use to guide your brain into theta. They work really well, but there's a problem. In-person sessions cost $300 per hour. You need at least 10 sessions to see results. That's $3,000 minimum. And if you want to buy your own machine, that's $7,000 to $10,000. Most people can't afford that. Number 4, use a special sound wave. This is the easiest way by far, and it's the one I'm going to share with you. Let me explain why this works so well. When I started working on this, I wanted something simple, something anyone could do at home in just a few minutes. I knew the answer had to do with sound. Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency and vibration." He was right. Sound is all about vibration. And the right sound at the right frequency can guide your brain from beta into theta effortlessly. This is called brain entrainment. It works by syncing your brain waves to the sound. But here's the problem. Most brain entrainment takes an hour per session. Nobody has time for that. So I worked with some very clever audio engineers to compress it. We tested dozens of different patterns and frequencies. After months of work, we cracked it. We turned 1 hour of brain entrainment into just 3 minutes. I tested it on myself first. Within the first few days, I could focus so much faster. Ideas came to me without trying. Decisions that used to stress me out felt easy. By week 3, my business had its best month ever. I shared the audio with a few friends. One finished writing a book he'd been stuck on for 2 years. He said it just suddenly came together. Another landed a promotion she thought she'd never get. Her boss even gave her a huge bonus. One guy lost 14 pounds without changing his diet. He said his cravings just disappeared, and he suddenly had the drive to go to the gym more. Another quit smoking after 9 years. He didn't even try to quit. He just lost the urge and wanted to do other things. It felt almost magical. My friends were so impressed with this audio, they said, "You have to share this." I didn't really want to because I'm quite a private guy. I like to keep to myself. But seeing the happiness it brought me and my friends, I realized I had to put this out there, especially with how tough the world is right now. I wanted everyone to experience the same results me and my friends had. So I created this website you're on now, and I finally decided to launch this to the world. I called it the Genius Brain Signal. It's a simple audio track you listen to once a day. So far, it's helped thousands of people unlock their theta state and transform their lives. The Genius Brain Signal is the easiest way to activate theta and reconnect with the brain power you had as a kid. Here's how it works. Pop on a pair of headphones. Relax for 3 minutes. Listen to the calming sound. That's it. Beneath your awareness, the sound is guiding your brain into theta. It connects different parts of your brain together, and it starts working the very first time you listen. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to repeat mantras or write anything down. You just listen for 3 minutes every day. The sound syncs with your brain waves and activates theta. The result? An activated theta state that reconnects you with your dormant genius brain power. You'll notice ideas start flowing to you. Hard problems suddenly feel simple. Things you've been stuck on for months just click into place. As you listen more each day, new abilities unlock. You'll start thinking bigger about your life. You'll feel a quiet confidence about your health, your money, and your relationships. Deep learning happens in theta, so you'll remember things faster. You'll learn new skills easier, whether it's a language, an instrument, or a money-making skill. Best of all, things start falling into place. Opportunities show up. The right people come into your life. Money flows easier. Give it a few weeks, and you might notice your habits change without effort. You eat better. You exercise more. You feel in control. Since I released it, the Genius Brain Signal has helped thousands of people transform their lives. People like Rachel from California. She wrote, "Before this, I felt like bad things just happened to me, and I had no control. I tried meditation and yoga, but nothing worked. Within 2 weeks of listening, I felt like a new person. I'm kinder to my family. I'm learning French now, and it's actually easy. My life feels magical. 5 stars." Here's another one from Michael in Dallas. "I wanted to grow my Amazon business. I didn't notice much the first week, but in week 2, my wife said I seem sharper. It's been a couple months now, and my business is doing so well, I quit my 9 to 5. When problems come up, I don't worry. The solution just comes to me. My kids love listening before bed too. I hope this helps someone who wants better finances like I did." I get hundreds of emails like this. You're probably wondering how you can start using it yourself. The good news is, it's surprisingly simple. In fact, you can begin tonight before you sleep. But before we get into that, think about what activating your theta state is really worth. How much would you pay to have great ideas just flow to you? To land that promotion you've been waiting for? To have extra money show up when you need it? What would it be worth to have your relationship with your partner or kids transform? To feel like you and your family are always on a lucky streak? What would you spend for this kind of change? $200? $300? $500? Here's another way to think about it. How much has it cost you to stay stuck where you are? How many opportunities have you missed because your brain was foggy? How much money have you left on the table because you couldn't think clearly? And here's the thing. When you activate your theta state, it doesn't just help you. It helps everyone around you too. Your kids can benefit from it. Your partner can feel the change. You really can't put a price on having your brain work the way it's supposed to. Plenty of people have told me this would be worth $500 easily. And honestly, compared to $3,000 for neurofeedback sessions, it is. But I'm not doing this to get rich. I built this because I was stuck just like you. And I want as many people as possible to experience what it's like to have their theta state turned back on. So you don't need to invest $500. You don't even need to invest $200 or $100. All I ask is that you cover what it costs to run this website and deliver the audio to you. That means you get instant access to everything for just $47. But wait, because you've made it this far, I know you're serious. You're not just curious, you actually want this transformation. So I want to give you an even better deal. Right now, on this page only, you can get the Genius Brain Signal for just $37. That's $10 off. All I ask in return is that you send me a success story once you start seeing results. Here's what you do next. Click the button below. You'll be taken to our 100% safe and secure checkout page. Enter your information and credit card number. The order form uses the latest 256-bit SSL encryption for total privacy and protection. It's the same security Amazon uses. As soon as you hit submit, the audio will be emailed to you immediately. You don't have to wait for a package. You'll have it in your inbox in seconds. And remember, this deal is not available anywhere else. Not on Amazon, not on other websites. The only way to get the Genius Brain Signal for this price is right here on this page. But I have to warn you, there are many groups who want this site shut down. The pharmaceutical industry makes $14 billion a year selling ADHD medications and cognitive enhancers that barely work. Big meditation software app companies charge $70 a year for subscriptions that most people stop using after a month. Expensive brain training programs cost $300 plus and require months of daily practice. All of them profit from keeping you stuck in the slow lane. When a simple 3-minute audio does what takes them months and costs a fraction of the price, they could lose billions. We've already received messages from competitors claiming our method is too effective and puts their business model at risk. And just last month, a major tech platform banned most of our ads without explanation. They don't want you activating your genius mode. They want you dependent on their expensive monthly subscriptions. That's why I can't promise this page will still be live tomorrow, next week, or even tonight. If you're seeing this right now, consider yourself lucky. Take action now before it gets taken down. I'd hate for you to come back and see the price has doubled, or even worse, that they've managed to shut our site down forever. One more thing you should know. Once you buy it, it's yours forever. No monthly fees, no hidden charges. You own it. But I need to be honest with you. This price is not guaranteed beyond today. It's set to increase soon. I'm doing everything I can to keep it affordable for people who need it most. But managing this website and handling thousands of customers takes a lot of time. I have a family I want to spend time with, so I'm certain I won't be offering this online forever. Time is running out. You're still here, which means your spot is reserved for you right now. But if you leave this page, it may be given to someone else. Don't spend another day stuck in beta with brain fog and missed opportunities when activating Theta is literally one click away. If the Genius Brain signal is still available, the order page will appear when you click the button. If not, you can add yourself to a waiting list. Remember, you'll save the most money when you order today. Don't risk missing out. Click the button below right now and claim your discount. Now you might be wondering, how exactly do I use this? It's simple. After you wake up in the morning, sit down with your coffee or breakfast, put on a pair of headphones or earbuds, press play on your smartphone or computer, listen to the sound for 3 minutes, then go enjoy your day. That's it. We've already done all the work for you. The sound is programmed with the exact frequency to guide your brain into Theta. You just listen and let it do its thing. From there, your Theta state activates, and more ideas, opportunities, and abundance start flowing into your life. I need to be honest with you about something. Big companies don't want you to know this works. They profit when your mind stays foggy and weak. If everyone knew they could activate Theta at home, those companies would lose billions. That's why they'll never admit this science is real. Because if they did, you wouldn't need most of their products anymore. So to prove this works, and make this a 100% no-brainer for you, I'm backing your order with a full 90-day guarantee. That's a full 3 months. It's 100% ironclad, based on your complete satisfaction. That means you don't even need to decide right now. Just say maybe, and you'll have 90 full days to test it yourself. Watch as problems suddenly solve themselves. Watch as ideas bubble up without effort. Watch as things fall into place with more ease. Watch as your money improves, as your relationships improve, as your confidence improves. See how people notice the change in you and ask what your secret is. Then decide if you want to keep it or not. The truth is, 90 days is incredibly generous. Most people who listen for 3 minutes every day see results within 2 weeks. But I want you to feel complete confidence. No pressure, no risk. It doesn't matter how many times you've used it. You'll get all your money back if you're not happy. I can't feel good keeping your money if this doesn't work for you. I work with the friendliest customer support team. They're easy to reach and ready to answer any questions you have. I urge you to check out today for maximum savings. All you need to do is click the button below. There's simply no risk to you. The only risk you face is the pain and regret of missing out on this life-changing experience when you had the chance. Don't let that happen. Click below and start activating your Theta state right now. It gets better. When you order the Genius Brain signal today, you're also getting 3 free bonuses that make your results even faster. These bonuses normally sell for $291, but today, they're yours free. Here's what you're getting. Your first free gift. The Genius Brain Signal Quick Start Guide. Value, $97. This is your roadmap to success. Inside, you'll get the exact day-by-day breakdown of what to expect, what you'll feel on day 1, what changes to look for in week 2, the breakthrough moments that happen in month 1. Most people wonder, am I doing this right? Is it working? This guide answers all of that. You'll get a simple checklist that shows you the signs your Theta state is activating, the best times to listen for maximum results, the common mistakes that slow people down, and how to avoid them. This guide removes all the guesswork. You'll know exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to tell it's working. No confusion, no doubt, just a clear path to results. Your second free gift, Theta Money Magnet Audio. Value, $97. This is an audio specifically designed to activate wealth and abundance. It uses a special wealth manifestation frequency. This audio plants the seeds for wealth. Use it 2 to 3 times per week after your main Genius Brain Signal session. People report unexpected checks showing up, promotions they weren't expecting, business ideas that lead to thousands in extra income, side hustles that suddenly take off. This is the shortcut to turning your activated theta state into real money results. If financial freedom is your goal, this audio accelerates it. Your third free gift, the 10x Learning Accelerator Guide. Value, $97. Want to learn faster, remember more, and master new skills? This guide shows you exactly how to use your theta state for rapid learning. Inside, you'll discover the best time to listen to the genius brain signal before studying or learning something new. Memory techniques that work 10 times better when you're in theta. How to retain what you read, watch, or hear without effort. The secret to learning languages, instruments, or new job skills in half the time. This is perfect if you want to level up your career. Learn a new skill that makes you more money. Finally finish that course or certification you started. Or just feel sharper and smarter in conversations. Deep learning happens in theta. This guide shows you how to unlock it. These bonuses are designed to work together. The Quick Start Guide gets you results fast. The Money Magnet Audio targets your biggest financial goal. The Learning Accelerator makes you sharper and smarter. Together, they turn your genius brain signal into a complete transformation system. But remember, these bonuses are only available when you order today. If you come back later, they may not be included. Click the button below now to claim everything. As we've had a lot of interest in this, there have of course been many questions. I think it's important to answer these because it explains more about how it works. Here are some of the questions we've had. Question from Sarah in Manchester. How is this different from the binaural beats on YouTube? Great question, Sarah. YouTube tracks use random sound frequencies with no science behind them. Most are recorded poorly and don't actually target the theta range properly. The Genius Brain Signal uses a specific frequency pattern based on NASA's research on creative genius and Einstein's brain bridge. It's compressed from a full hour of brain entrainment into just a few minutes using advanced sound engineering. Plus, YouTube tracks give you no guidance on when to listen, what to expect, or how to tell if it's working. We include the Quick Start Guide that walks you through everything. Think of it like the difference between Googling how to lose weight versus hiring a personal trainer. Question from Michael in Leeds. Is this just pseudoscience? Does brain entrainment actually work? I understand the skepticism, Michael. Brain entrainment is proven and used in neurofeedback clinics worldwide to treat ADHD, anxiety, and cognitive decline. NASA funded a 15-year study proving children in theta state score at genius-level creativity. The science is solid, it's just that most products don't apply it correctly. The Genius Brain Signal is built on the same principles used in $300 per session clinical neurofeedback. We're not claiming magic. We're using documented frequency ranges that guide your brain from beta stress into theta creativity. That's why we back it with a 90-day guarantee. If the science doesn't work for you, you get every penny back. Emma in Australia asks, what if I don't notice anything? How will I know it's working? This is the most common concern. Most people notice subtle changes first, ideas flowing easier, less mental fog, decisions feeling clearer. Some people feel it on day one. Others need a full week for their brain to adjust. That's why we include the Quick Start Guide with a checklist of signs to watch for. You'll track things like focus, creativity, and opportunities showing up. By week 2, most people have at least 3 to 4 clear signs. And remember, you have 90 days to decide if it's working. If you don't see real changes, you get a full refund. The next one's from David in Birmingham. I tried meditation and binaural beats before, and they didn't work for me. Why would this be different? You're not alone. Most people quit meditation because it takes 30 to 60 minutes and feels boring. Generic binaural beats don't use the right frequencies or give you any structure. The Genius Brain Signal is only a few minutes, short enough that you'll actually stick with it. It's tuned specifically to the theta range, proven to activate creativity, and the Einstein brain bridge. And you get step-by-step guidance so you know exactly what to do. Think of it this way. Trying to meditate your way into theta is like trying to build muscle by guessing at the gym. This is the exact program that gets results. Question from Lisa in Cardiff. How can 3 minutes work when other programs take 30 to 60 minutes? That's exactly what took us months to figure out. Traditional brain entrainment takes an hour because the frequencies are spread out slowly. We worked with audio engineers to compress that same entrainment pattern into 3 minutes without losing effectiveness. It's like the difference between a 2-hour movie and a 10-minute highlight reel that captures the same story. Plus, 3 minutes is sustainable. You'll actually do it every day. A 60-minute session you do once a week doesn't build the neural pathways like 3 minutes every single day does. Consistency beats duration every time. Question from James in Glasgow. Is this safe? Are there any side effects? This is just sound frequencies guiding your brain into a natural state you had as a child. No pills, no stimulants, no chemicals. The worst that can happen is you feel deeply relaxed or slightly sleepy after listening. Some people get a mild headache in the first few days as their brain adjusts. That's normal and goes away quickly. If you have epilepsy or a seizure disorder, check with your doctor first, like you would with any audio program. But for 99% of people, it's completely safe. We've had thousands of users with zero serious issues. Question from Patricia in Iceland. I'm 62 years old. Am I too old for this to work? Absolutely not. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire, works at any age. We have users in their 70s and 80s reporting sharper memory, faster thinking, and better focus. One of our best testimonials came from Linda, age 67, who said within 2 weeks she was finishing crosswords faster and even started learning Spanish. Your theta state isn't gone, it's just dormant. And sound frequencies work regardless of age. If anything, older adults often see faster results because they have more life experience to apply their activated theta state to. The next question is from Tom in Laguna Beach. I'm pretty skeptical about this stuff. Do I need to believe for it to work? Nope. This isn't manifestation or positive thinking, where belief matters. Brain entrainment works on a neurological level, whether you believe in it or not. Your brain responds to frequencies the same way your heart rate responds to exercise. Belief doesn't change biology. That said, skepticism is healthy. That's why we have the 90-day guarantee. Try it as an experiment. Track what happens. Let the results speak for themselves. Next one from Rachel in New York. Why is it digital only? Can I get a CD or physical version? Digital delivery means you get instant access. No waiting for shipping. You can download it to your phone, computer, or tablet and listen anywhere. Once you download it, it's yours forever. You own the file and can use it however you like. Question from Andrew. Will this work if I have ADHD? My brain is all over the place. Actually, ADHD brains often respond really well to theta entrainment. Neurofeedback clinics specifically use theta training to treat ADHD. The issue with ADHD is your brain is stuck in scattered beta, exactly what the genius brain signal is designed to fix. By guiding your brain into theta, you're giving it the structured state it's been craving. Many of our users with ADHD report better focus, less overwhelm, and clearer thinking within the first 2 weeks. Start with the 3 minutes once a day and see how you respond. Question from Sophie in London. What if it works for a while then stops working? That doesn't really happen. What you're describing is usually tolerance to pills or stimulants. Your body adapts and needs more. The genius brain signal isn't a chemical. It's training your brain to access a natural state. Once those neural pathways are built, they stay. It's like learning to ride a bike. Some people use it daily forever because they love the boost. Others use it for 90 days to install the theta state, then use it a few times a week for maintenance. Your brain doesn't forget how to access theta once it remembers. Next one's from Daniel in Las Vegas. Can I listen more than once a day for faster results? You can, but we recommend starting with once a day. Your brain needs time to process and build new neural pathways. More isn't always better. Consistency is. After 2 to 3 weeks, if you want to add a second session in the evening, that's fine. Some people do morning and night. Just avoid listening right before bed if it makes you too alert. And definitely don't listen while driving or operating machinery. You might get too relaxed. And that's the last question, which leaves us with a crossroads. The way I see it right now, you have 2 choices. Choice 1, close this page. Go back to the same brain fog you're used to, the same stuck income you've been at for years, the same procrastination and overthinking. Keep trying to force things with willpower that never lasts. Keep watching other people succeed while you work twice as hard for half the results. Wake up 6 months from now in the exact same place, wondering why nothing ever changes. Or worse, come back to this page later and find out the price went up or the genius brain signal is no longer available. Choice 2. Click the button below right now. Invest less than the price of a dinner out to reactivate the theta state you had as a child. Spend 3 minutes a day for the next 30 days and watch your brain wake up. Ideas start flowing. Opportunities start showing up. Money comes easier. Relationships improve. And you finally feel like the genius you were born to be. Here's what you need to understand. You can't get this anywhere else. This isn't on Amazon. This isn't in stores. This isn't some free YouTube video. The Genius Brain Signal is only available on this page right now at this price. And I can't promise it'll stay that way. The price is set to increase soon. I'm fighting to keep it this low for people who need it most, but managing thousands of customers takes time away from my family. I won't be doing this forever. You've already tried the other options. Meditation, too long, too boring, you quit after a week. Productivity hacks, gave you more tasks but not more brain power. Willpower, lasted a few days then crashed. Free binaural beats, random frequencies with no structure or results. Pills and supplements, temporary boost, then right back to brain fog. None of it worked because none of it addressed the real problem. Your theta state is off. And the Genius Brain Signal is the only thing that turns it back on in 3 minutes. You've been stuck long enough. How many more months are you going to wait? How many more opportunities are you going to miss? How much more money are you going to leave on the table? How many more nights are you going to go to bed frustrated that you're capable of more but can't access it? The science is proven. The testimonials are real. The guarantee is ironclad. 90 days, full refund if you're not happy. There is zero risk to you. The only risk is doing nothing, staying stuck, watching another year go by with the same foggy brain and limited results. You know you're meant for more. You know there's a version of you that thinks faster, solves problems easier, and attracts success naturally. That version is waiting on the other side of this decision. All you have to do is click the button, enter your information, download the audio, and press play tomorrow morning. 3 minutes. That's all it takes to start activating your theta state and unlocking the genius inside you. Your spot is reserved right now. But if you leave this page, it goes to someone else. Don't let that be you. Don't be the person who looks back 6 months from now and wishes they'd taken action. Click the button below. Claim your Genius Brain Signal today. Get all 3 bonuses worth $291 free. Start your first session right now in the next 5 minutes. And finally experience what it's like to have your brain working the way it was designed to. The time to act is now. Remember where this all started. You've been operating at half speed. Your brain feels foggy when you need it sharp. Ideas that should flow naturally get stuck. Decisions that should feel obvious take days of overthinking. You watch others succeed with less effort while you grind twice as hard. Your income feels capped no matter how many hours you put in. You know you're capable of more, but you can't seem to access it. This isn't your fault. Nobody ever told you that your theta state got turned off. Nobody explained that modern life trained your brain to stay in beta stress mode. Nobody showed you that the genius you had as a child is still inside you, just dormant. You've been trying to succeed with a handicap you didn't even know you had, but now you know. You know about the NASA study showing 98% of 5-year-olds tested as geniuses. You know about Einstein's brain bridge that let both hemispheres fire together. You know that theta is the missing piece. And now, you know exactly how to turn it back on. You deserve this. You deserve to think clearly without brain fog. You deserve ideas that flow instead of forcing them. You deserve opportunities that show up instead of chasing them down. You deserve money that comes easier instead of harder. You deserve to feel confident in your decisions. You deserve to finally access the brain power you've always had. With just a few minutes a day, you can have all of that. For just a small investment of a few dollars to cover the hosting costs of this website. Most people spend more on coffee this week. You're spending it on rewiring your brain back to genius. That's not an expense. That's the best investment you'll ever make. Because once your theta state is active, everything changes. Your career, your income, your relationships, your confidence, your entire life. You've waited long enough. You've struggled long enough. You've settled for less long enough. It's time to activate your Genius Brain Signal. Click the button below and start your transformation right now.